All right, we're back. Your laser questions and answers, actually our questions and answers for a lot of things. We have just a few more questions, and please, if you have any questions on lasers that have not been covered in this series of videos, feel free to go ahead and leave a comment in any of the videos, preferably this video, and we'll try to monitor them and answer those questions for you as they come in. But okay, a couple quick ones. If a person has a non-FDA certified laser, they ordered it off of eBay, now they have it, they weren't aware that it was illegal, now what do they do?
The long story short is the first thing you do is don't use it. It's just not worth the risk. There are, in some cases, well, you really have two options. You can go through the process of trying to get that laser certified. It is long, it is expensive, and I assure you it's not worth the price that you paid for whatever that laser was. The second option is there are some places around the country that will take a look at an uncertified laser system and see if it can be brought into compliance to make it FDA certified and to make you be able to use it legally. But in the meantime, make sure that you are not using that laser, and honestly, put it in a closet, throw it off the back of your loading dock, whatever you got to do, but you should really not be using it.
All right, cool. How do you know if a laser is FDA approved?
One of the first ways you're going to know right off the bat is if it seems like it's a really, really good deal, it's probably not legal. Long story short, I mean, Brian saw when he was in the office the other day, our certification paperwork for the FDA to get our products FDA certified is literally like that thick. It's really substantial, and it's a very long and very expensive process. So part of what we have to do is build into the cost of every one of our products all of the costs that are associated with that certification and the ongoing certifications of every single laser that we produce. So cost is one big thing. Second thing is stickering. Lasers have to be stickered in a certain fashion. There are certain things you have to have on the product for them to be legally compliant. If you're looking at a laser that's available online or whatever and it just looks like a bare case, chances are it's probably not a legal laser. The third thing is, in almost all cases, if the manufacturer is located outside of the United States, there is a very, very good chance that it is not FDA certified, even if it's a very good laser. One of the easiest ways to find out is just to call the FDA, and they will tell you, yes, this person has a certification on file, or you can even call the manufacturer, and any manufacturer should be able to show you the piece of paper that says, yes, your products are FDA certified. But one note about that, there is a number that is on that paperwork that will probably come to you blacked out because it's the laser equivalent of a social security number. That's not something that we sort of put out into the world for obvious reasons. So if you get that and it's blacked out, that's not weird, but any good manufacturer should be able to give you that information and say, yep, we are legit, we're good to go.
Cool. Now here's a question I don't think we covered. Once you finally get your variants, how long is it good for?
2 years. Once you get your variants, you're good to go for 2 years. There's something called a show report, which, a show notification, which is every time you go to do a high-powered laser show, there's this one sheet of paper. I think we covered this in the first video, maybe?
I don't think we did.
Okay, anyway.
We talked about a lot of things over the last few days. It's hard to tell what we shot and what we didn't, but I don't think we talked about this.
Okay. Show notification. Really easy. It's a one-page thing. Like, for instance, when you buy an X laser, a stock form comes on the user CD for you, and you literally just write in there, this is when I'm using the laser, this is where I'm using the laser, fold it up, put it in the mail, send it off to the FDA. It does not have to be approved. It's just a notification to let them know that you're going to be using a laser. That tells the FDA that you are adhering to the terms of your variants and that you're doing everything the right way and that you're still actively using your variants. And then if they are getting those show notification forms with some regularity, they'll go ahead and automatically renew your variants after 2 years, on and on until the end of time.
Excellent. So just send in your notifications,
yep,
and you're good.
Yep, that's it.
And don't do stupid things with your laser, obviously. Let's see. We have a few more questions. Oh, in regards to laser colors, What's available, and how would you produce those colors?
There are 3 native colors of lasers. You have a green, you have a red, and you have a blue. Now remember, we're talking about light here, not paint. So lasers use what's called additive color mixing. So if you're going to have a green and a red laser together, you put them together and they make yellow. Similarly, if you take a red laser and you put it together with a blue laser, you're going to get this really sort of like cool, funky magenta color. There are lots of other secondary combinations depending upon the power of the different colors of the laser. But long story short, you have red, green, and blue, and then you combine them together to get all sorts of secondary colors.
Right on. And let's see, we had another question. Oh. So did I ask that question already?
Which one?
How do you know if your laser is legal? We just asked that one.
Yeah.
And let's see, you know what? We're done. We did it. We did it.
Practice and enjoy. Sorry.
No, I was going to tell you to do it. I was going to tell